Good afternoon. I'd like to welcome everybody and thank you for coming on such short notice and on a holiday as well. Thanks for coming out. It's a very exciting day, obviously, for UMass. Just a quick heads up on the timeline here. I'm going to introduce Athletic Director McCutcheon in just a moment. He'll introduce the new head coach, and then after he speaks, we'll have time to take your questions after that. But as I said, this is a great day for UMass and for especially the football program. I'd like to introduce the Director of Athletics, John McCutcheon.
And I will also thank you for coming out on a holiday. We really hadn't planned it like this, but sometimes those things get taken out of our hands. But it's a very exciting day. We couldn't be more pleased with where we are right now. I do want to thank Chancellor Holub and our consultative committee for their help in this process, and also two staff people, Dan Markowski and Tim Kenny, who provided a great deal of support through the past 10 days. In a very intense process. To speak to the process a little bit, we started right off the bat a week ago Friday when we got the news that Coach Brown was moving on. We had a list at hand, but we added to that. We had really over 40 people in our pool initially, either that we had identified or that were referred to us or had called in to put themselves under consideration. That group was whittled down to about 9 that we evaluated and brought in and had in-person interviews with, both on and off campus. It was a very quality pool. We were very pleased with the response and interest, the level of interest and expertise in that candidate pool. In the end analysis, I think we got an individual who knows UMass football, who's familiar with the program, who will bring energy, new excitement, new ideas, and a new vision for our program. He's going to represent the program with class and integrity. I couldn't be more pleased to introduce to you the next head football coach at the University of Massachusetts, Kevin Morse.
I'd like to thank Chancellor Holub and John McCutcheon for giving me this opportunity to lead the UMass football program. It is a tremendous program for the past 5 years. My family and I have been extremely happy out here at University of Massachusetts, and obviously with the success we've had, it lends to you want to be a part of this program. And to have the opportunity to lead the program is one that I'm extremely excited about, and we're looking to further the progress that we made over the last 5 years. I think it's the 5 years of the best in the UMass history in terms of wins and losses under Coach Don Brown, and I appreciate the opportunity Don gave me to be the offensive coordinator during that time, and now look forward to taking even another step higher and working towards that national championship, which is the ultimate goal of our program here at UMass. We have great kids in our football program. A couple guys are here today. I appreciate you guys coming out, and great kids attract other great kids, so we're excited about finishing up this recruiting class and moving on to the years beyond. But we got a great group of kids already committed to UMass, and looking forward to finish it out, to join the guys here in the crowd today and see how well we can do on Saturdays next fall. But again, thank you very much, and appreciate everyone coming out today. I want to thank my wife Rebecca and my son Ryan for their constant support, and as well as the staff, our staff members here. We're going to continue with the staff that was on board with Coach Brown, so we're excited to keep this thing rolling. Thank you very much, and go Minutemen.
We're going to take your questions one at a time. If you could raise your hand, and we'll try to get to everybody who has a question. Matt. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, John, for starters, over the course of this process, what did you learn about Kevin, and what was it that tilted things in his favor?
Well, of course, we knew Kevin somewhat from our experiences with him over the past 5 years as a person of quality, of high standards, a great work ethic, obviously a very accomplished offensive coordinator, as evidenced by what our program has done over the past 5 years. But I think during this process, I also got a feel for his approach and what his approach would be as a head coach. This isn't a matter of just continuing on what Don Brown did. This was really hinged on Kevin's vision, how he is going to lead the program. And that was very well thought out and very well presented by him during our conversation. And really, that's what tipped the scales. It was a combination of his knowledge of the program, but also how he sees the program, how he's going to address various components of that in the future, and the energy he's going to bring to that.
Kevin, could you give us a distilled version of that vision?
Yes. Yeah, I think you know, the program is in great foundation right now. All we're looking to do is to build upon that foundation with the great coaching staff that we have, and we'll add a couple more staff members and continue to bring in really a type of kid that UMass can attract. And we're still going to maintain a nationwide recruiting process, and also hit the different streams of the junior colleges when they have to fill a need, and as well as the transfer students. So those things will pretty much stay the same. We're just going to try to maintain a level of academic quality with that group as well, and to really make our foundation that much bigger and stronger in each of our recruiting classes from here on out.
Kevin, as a head coach, do you hire someone else to come in as the offensive coordinator, or maintain both roles?
No, at this point in time, what we're looking to do is to move the offensive coordinator role in-house, and with Brian Picucci, our offensive line coach and run game coordinator, we're going to have him be our offensive coordinator. And he does have some other opportunities, but we're certainly hoping he stays on here at UMass. Some Division I's are calling him because he's that quality of a coach. But we want Brian to be here and call the shots on Saturdays in the fall.
You stay with the quarterback? You'll do the quarterbacks?
Yes, I'll still coach the quarterbacks.
And can you talk about the quarterback situation? You're obviously losing someone who rewrote every record in the book here.
Yes, actually, Liam just sent me a text and said you should have gotten the job a couple years earlier. Then I really would have been able to light it up. But yeah, we lost Liam Cohn, who was leaving as one of the best quarterbacks in the program's history. Right now, we have 4 quarterbacks in the program that we're going to. It's an open competition for the job, and we're going to bring in one other quarterback to compete for the position. So it's an open competition, and the competition breeds the best.
Is this a day that you've been envisioning, the day to be a head coach again?
Certainly, I think it goes in cycles, and I was a head coach for a while in Division III, and then was really excited about being a coordinator. And then the cycle switches back, and you really get excited about being a head coach again, with formulating your own ideas and what you would improve upon and what you would change. And I'm extremely excited about this day coming. Yes.
Did you get a feeling as you left your part of the formal interview process that you were in good shape, that you had a good chance to get it?
Well, as I said to the staff guys, I didn't think I messed up our opportunity to stay here and run the program. I thought it went pretty well, and again, I don't make the decision. That was up to John and his staff, and we're certainly happy they made this one. And we'll do them proud.
Recruit-wise, I know it was a tumultuous time for kids that are looking to come to UMass. Without maybe obviously not saying specifics, can you say how the kids reacted to your hire?
Well, I tell you, the reaction's been great. We've talked to a bunch of the recruits this morning, and they're very excited about keeping the continuity of the program and what UMass represents under this program. But a lot of our kids are the kids that we're still recruiting now. We've been selling UMass, and UMass attracts a good quality student athlete. So that's kept the stream going, and I think we're right back on those kids as of this morning. And now we can actually give them some foundation. Yes, hey, I am the head coach, and the message stays the same. And so, but those kids have stayed on board all the way through the process with us. So we're looking to yield an outstanding class.
As soon as this is done, are you back on the phone with every single one of them again?
Absolutely.
I will add, I talked to Kevin and gave him the news this morning at about 9:30. Then I left, and he left and go off back to the bunker and tell the assistant coaches. Then I saw him again about 20 minutes ago. And I had to notice that between that time I left him at 9:30 and now, I think he's got a few more gray hairs. So it doesn't take long, and the pressure gets on you pretty quick.
Any other questions? Okay. We'd like to thank everybody for coming. For television stations who want a one-on-one with Coach Morris or with John McCutcheon, that'll be available right now. Thank you very much.